here are the oats. As you can see, probably looks mostly like weeds. We've already harvested this part, that's why you don't see any oats here. Most people harvest it with like a scythe and they'll cut it all down and then pull it out. So I started with machete, kind of similar idea. And then we found out that the sickle is actually better. Got it, we got some more. You get some weeds in there, that doesn't matter so much. Keep going. As you can see, this straw here is still green, which means you don't want to harvest it quite yet, so I'm actually not going to keep doing this. Here's our pile of oats that we just harvested a few weeks ago from our 50-foot by 60-foot plot over there. This is actually 2/3 of it, not the full thing, because the other third I accidentally ruined because I watered it for too long and it got moldy. But that's actually not too big of an issue because we can feed that to the chickens right now, and I think they'll be fine. It can't be stored because it's too wet, but I think that it can be eaten immediately right now. Anyways, now we're going to thresh. This has been sitting out for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, and this will be threshed and winnowed, and that's what we're going to go do right now. This is threshing, so we get a pile of it, put it on a tarp in the garage where it's cooler, and we stomp on it to separate the grain from both the chaff and the husk. So basically, here we have a useful. Here we have. Here, wait, hold this. I can't video it at once. Here we have a straw of oats. This straw, so basically, if you start going like this, the oats will fall off. And so that's basically what we're doing when we're stomping on it. And then what we have left is a straw, which is the chaff, and then the stuff around. You don't see the stuff around the oat. This stuff, blurry, is the husk. Now I just took the husk off. It falls off super easily. And then that's the oat right there. There's 2 oats connected. So that's what we're doing when we're stomping on it. There's a million ways you could do this. A lot of people get a flail, which is basically like a giant nunchuck, and they just smack it. Or some people actually throw it, when they have a lot of it, they throw it on the road and cars drive over it. You can eat it.
I said, no, you eat it.
No, I don't want to eat it.
I will have some. Let's see what's on most.
Yeah. So now, this has all been threshed. We've been stomping on it for about 2 minutes. If you get in here, see the straw here is there's where the oats used to be on this head, and they're all knocked off of there. And then if you look down here, there's a bunch of little oats there. They still have their holes on them, but chickens eat holes, so we don't have to unhole these. And then we will separate the chaff, the straw, from these grains next. So some husk in there, but there's no straw. And then the next process will be winnowing, which gets the husk out. So after raking the straw or the chaff off the tarp, we emptied the remaining chaff and grain into a bucket and took the tarp, and so that bucket is right here. There's a pile of chaffy, still a little bit of straw in there, but that's fine. That'll get blown out too with the chaff or the husk. So here you have grain mixed with husk, which is a little papery stuff around the grain. And we are going to separate the grain from the remaining chaff and husk with this process called winnowing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the bucket into the wheelbarrow while the fan is blowing, and the papery husk will blow away while the seed will fall into the wheelbarrow. I'm going to turn this on. And pour like so. Pour very slowly so that the chaff doesn't fall. Not too much chaff falls into the bucket. Some chaff will, so you might want to put it through a few times. You might do this 2 or 3 more times. There's a lot of chaff got in that because it fell out really fast. Then we can look at this. It's a lot more fine. We have mostly seed. There's some of the straw. The straw doesn't blow out near as well as the husk does, so we're going to have to hand pick that, which wouldn't be too hard. So we'll do this 3 or 4 more times, and we'll get fine seed.